And my husband and I are both educators. My husband's an elementary PE coach. And our kids are in 1st and 4th. Until recently, we all worked for and / went to schools at Amarillo ISD. I have a lot to fit in 3 minutes, so I'll give you my phone number at the end, and if you want to talk more, feel free to holler. Amarillo ISD piloted this new curriculum that we're talking about, Amplify, who just recently had a name change to Boost. Boost, man. So it is, they came to us as Amplify Texas, and the math is called Eureka Math, which is Common Core Curriculum Math, which is illegal in the state of Texas, but they slapped a few teaks on it that aren't even aligned correctly, and I have examples of that. And anyway, they piloted it in AISD elementary schools in our 3 poorest, most languages spoken, least parental involvement schools. Teachers that spoke against it were silenced, and one of them has since shared her testimony at a recent AISD board meeting. The rest of Amarillo had no idea what was coming. Teachers were originally presented with Amplify as a resource, but days before school started this past school year, they were told they had to teach it with fidelity. They were expected to start on day 2 and were to follow the scripted curriculum. I thought it was weird that I had not seen papers coming home from my 4th grader, but assumed things were fine because I trusted our kid's school. After hearing about what our son had been exposed to from another mom, the guava passage that Melanie just referred to, I gained access to Amplify because they didn't advertise that we had access to it, and I even had to call customer support along with other parents. We could not easily get access to it. I saw for myself the sickening content. Melanie, she only mentioned a few examples of many. I alerted other parents, and our group grew as parents who had been trusting the school started to find out what had slipped in. The November board meeting was long and heated as parents and even some brave teachers spoke against Amplify and AISD's nerve to put it in the schools without vetting it first. Some teachers spoke in favor because of the rigor in pre-made lesson plans. I'm all about rigor, but not at this cost. There is no reason to pull from any adult/perverted literature for children's curriculum. Why is there sexually grooming, anti-American, mythology-ridden curriculum with inappropriate content warnings? Why? After a lot of prayer and tears, we chose to withdraw our kids from Olson Park Elementary, and I quit my ESSER tutoring job at semester. Amarillo has a few options, but not enough. So besides public school, but based on the recently explosive waiting lists at these other schools, I have a feeling AISD is going to be hurting at the end of this school year. There's going to be a mass exodus of teachers and students because Amplify, which is just, I said the rebranding of Boost, is wrong. We were willing to uproot our children, and I found a new teaching job over this. And the thing is we are still, the parents and some teachers were still fighting very hard and speaking at board meetings. But our school district solution was just to kind of help clean it up and make it Amarillo worthy. But they're just taking out the things that are getting the most heat. And what I shared with them is the cancer is throughout.
Yep.
And I also said if there was a plane that was malfunctioning, would you stick passengers on it and stick it up in the air? Because that's exactly what's going on. They're not pulling it, they're continuing with it, and we'll just vet it as we go. No. So school districts are feeling pressure to use this free curriculum because the new STAR 2.0 is based on it. Teachers have been told that their students will not be able to perform well on this new STAR if they don't use Amplify and Eureka with fidelity. Guess who's behind Amplify? You know that one, Mike Morath.
Yep.
Guess who's in charge of the TEA and the STAR test? You got it. So anyone who doesn't get on board looks like they don't want their students to succeed. As a parent and a teacher, I will not be bullied into accepting this Trojan horse curriculum. My husband and I, along with many other parents and educators, will continue to fight for children. My name is Lauren Hickmott. My number is 806-654-8459. Thank you so much for your time.